So today we're going to be making chibis of Amazing Phil and Dan is Not on Fire based on this drawing by Zel-duh, and I will link all of her information and DeviantArt below. I'm going to start with Phil. So just take some female fleshlight and roll it into a ball. Then pinch one side for the chin and the forehead. Once you're happy with the shape, set it aside and start working on the shirt. Just take some blue and roll it into a tapered cylinder. Flatten the top and bottom. For the pants, use black clay and roll out a long snake and then cut out 2 cylinders. I'm indenting the bottom of the pants in the shirt. Then put the pants into the shirt. Roll out some Fimo for the legs. Then you can roll the shirt and pants together. Cut off any excess you might have. I'm using a head pin now, but you can always use an eye pin when you're finished with the charm. I'm using some more flashlight for the neck, and then placing the head on top. For the arms, roll out some skin tone clay, and then add some blue clay for the sleeves. Then place it onto the shirt and then blend it. For the hat, roll out some pink clay. Place the head onto the clay and trim it down to size, but leave some extra clay on the side for the flaps. This step is optional and it ended up not working very well for me, but you can place some brown clay underneath the brim of the hat if you're worried that the skin will show through the bangs. Then make the hair. I'd recommend looking back at a picture of the chibis. I'm indenting the eyes now, and then adding a little bit more clay to the top of the hat for more volume. Then trim the flaps. Put the head back onto the body, and then using some more white clay, create the puff on the back. I'm texturing it with a X-Acto knife. Then I'm filling in the eyes. For the little zigzag on the hat, I'm just wrapping a piece of blue around the hat and then pushing it up and down to make the pattern. For Dan, the body is mostly the same as Phil, except with different colors, so I'll be speeding through this part. For the hat, I'm starting with ecru and rolling out a piece. This part is also very similar to how I did Phil, but his hat does reach a little lower than Phil's. I'm just trimming the back of any extra clay. Then lift the brim of the hat to add in the bangs. Once again, use a reference. Then I'm adding more ecru on top for the hat. I'm using white for the snout of the bear. Just flatten it into a circle and then cut the bottom to line up with the edge of the hat. For the ears of the bear, I'm rolling out a ball of ecru and then indenting the middle and then cutting it in half. There's also a tuft of fur, so I'm just taking more ecru to make that. I'm poking holes for the eyes and then filling them in with brown. Then I'm poking holes for his eyes and then putting the head back onto the body. Trim the flaps and then fill in his eyes. Clean everything up and then you can bake. After baking, I'm painting on the little details on the bear nose with some brown paint. If you're not a very good painter like me, then just take a pin and then scrape off the extra paint to create a clean line. After this, the last thing to do is to create your loops, and then you're finished. Thanks for watching.